Krishna to the feet of everyone. I offer my Dandavat pranams accordingly. Please accept my pranams. So until now, you all have heard in Hindi about the 7th verse of the Damodarashtaka, the meaning, the explanation. Is there any Bengali person here? Satyavrata Muni, in the 7th verse of this Damodarashtaka, he is showing so much eagerness. You have heard. He starts in Dasya, Sakya vatsalya, then in the 6th verse we heard how Satyavrata Muni is praying, Hey Prabhu, I am not qualified, but still you are all powerful, so please be merciful to me. In this way, Satyavrata Muni is relishing the sweet holy names of Bhagavan. Namo Damodara Ananta Vishnu. He's praying to Lord in this way, very humbly praying. Because yesterday we heard, the more you have bhakti in your heart, bhakti Devi manifested in your heart, more humility will come in the heart. Humility. Gurudeva gave an example. Nanda Maharaja, he told Uddhava, Hey Uddhava, whole night, during the whole night, you are trying to tell me that Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. And now also you're telling me that I am fortunate. Why? Because I got Bhagavan as a son. You told me that I got Bhagavan as a son. Hearing this, now you're saying, now Nanda Maharaja is telling Uddhava. So listening to this, what you told me, I'm saying that the Maharaj said, so I only my son and also Bhagavan. I had no faith yet. I don't believe that my son is Bhagavan. I have, according to the scriptures and so many examples, that actually Krishna, he's not my son, he is Bhagavan. So means I lost two things, or two persons, Krishna and Bhagavan. Because he's not here anymore. I don't have love in my heart. Nanda Maharaja said, if I had love, why Krishna would have left? He wouldn't have left. Shastra explains. Where does the human being wants to stay? Where there is love. Everyone wants love. Where do you want to stay or to live? Where? Where do you want to live? Where there's love. Where there's no love, you don't want to live there. Maybe you can get a lot of wealth, money, and so many things, but in that family, in that place, if there's no happiness and peace, so that family or that house is actually looks like what? If in the family every day is a fight, you may have money or a lot of food in your house, but if every day is quarreling and arguing, all this fighting, would you want to stay in this family? You tell me. Sorry, no, you don't want. So when there's love, people go there. Everyone wants love. That's why Nanda Maharaj, with so much humility, he's saying, if I had love for Shri Krishna, Krishna wouldn't have left. Nanda Maharaj, with so much humility, he's saying, so I don't have love for Krishna, I don't have affection, I have mamata. And that's why Krishna has left. And now he is in Mathura. Krishna has left, but I'm still alive. Nanda Maharaj says, I heard from Purnamasi that in Treta Yuga, Bhagavan Ramachandra, when he went to exile, his father Dasharatha Maharaja, in separation from his son, he couldn't survive. He spoke haram, haram, and in this way he left his body. He couldn't tolerate the separation of Lord Ramachandra. The affection of the son of Dasharatha Maharaj means Dasharatha Maharaj had so much love for his son, for Ram, so much love for Ram. So Nanda Maharaj is saying, Hey Uddhava, in my heart, I don't have the kind of love like Dasharatha Maharaj had. If I did have this kind of love, Krishna wouldn't have left, and if he would have left, I wouldn't be able to survive without him. Shastra explains all these things. Prema is such a thing. You cannot explain prema in love with words. You cannot explain prema with words. It's a tendency of the soul. So, Nanda Maharaj is saying, I haven't given up my body like Dasharatha Maharaj. Actually, the love of Dasharatha Maharaj is higher than mine, said Nanda Maharaj. But if we analyze in a neutral position, from a neutral position, who actually has more love for their son? Dasharatha Maharaj or Nanda Maharaj? Who has more love? Nanda Maharaj has more love. Why? Because Dasharatha Maharaj, he gave up his body, but he was not thinking that Ramachandra, after how many years, will come back? How many? 14 years after, he will come back. Because he has gone to exile only for 14 years. After 14 years, he will come back to Ayodhya. When Ramachandra comes back and sees that his father is not there anymore, will Ramachandra be happy? No. But Dasharatha Maharaj didn't consider it. He didn't consider all this. But Nanda Maharaj, he thinks about this, and Vrajavasis also. That's why they don't die. They don't give up their body, because they're thinking this. Krishna, when he left to Mathura, he told us one thing before leaving Vrindavan. He said, today I am going to Vrindavan, to Mathura. Tomorrow I'll kill Kamsa, and the day after tomorrow I'll come back. Krishna told this when he left to Mathura. I'm going today to Mathura, kill Kamsa tomorrow, come back after tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. So Krishna had told all this. So Krishna will come back. The Brajavasis, they had in their heart this faith. So when Krishna comes back and sees that there's no Brajavasi alive, there are no Brajavasi, Krishna will be upset. He won't be happy. So the definition of love is, even if I'm suffering, I only care for his happiness. Even if he's happy, giving me unhappiness, this my unhappiness is my topmost happiness. Chaitanya Charitamrita explains in this verse the definition of love. Even though there are so many definitions of love, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami gives the definition in this verse. The lover and beloved, what do they think? I don't care about my own unhappiness or distress. I just care about how my beloved can be happy. I don't care about my distress. I just care for the happiness of my beloved. So in the Priti Sandarbha, Srila Jiva Goswami Pada explains this in a beautiful way. Just like in this material world, Abhibeki means a person who has not so much intelligence. Not so much intelligence. A person who hasn't got much intelligence, the person is attached to material things. So the same kind of love for material things, just transfer to God. This is our goal. The same kind of attachment for material things, just transfer it to God. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I just want to have to your lotus feet, Bhagavan. The same attachment that I have for material things. The same attachment and love that I have for material things. The same kind of love and affection I just want to have for Bhagavan. So this is the symptom of love. What is the symptom of love? You don't care about your own unhappiness. You just want that your beloved will be happy. And you are always thinking about this. But Dasharatha Maharaj, we see his Leela, he was not thinking about this. Oh, after 14 years, Ramachandra will come back and he will see that his father is not in his home, father has given up his body. Ramachandra will be upset. But Dasharatha Maharaj is not thinking about this. But Nanda Maharaj, he is. What he's thinking about? Nanda Maharaj is thinking Krishna will come back. Krishna is truthful. So he said he will come back. He will come back. Krishna, one day or another, he will come back. Because he has given his word that he will come back on the day after tomorrow. So in this way, all the Vrajavasis, they are feeling so much pain and like burning separation, but they just want Krishna to be happy. So when Krishna comes back, he will see the Vrajavasis alive and Krishna will be happy. This is the main thing. So in this way, even though Nanda Maharaj, with humility, he is saying that he doesn't have love for Krishna. Actually, this is only his humility saying, like Nanda Maharaj is saying that Dasharatha Maharaj has more love. But if you enter the Tattva Siddhanta in the Shastra and analyze in a neutral position, you see that the love of Nanda Maharaj is so much bigger and higher than Dasharatha Maharaj's love. So in this shloka, Satyavrata Muni is praying to Bhagavan. And he's saying, Prabhu, I want that your form is Balagopal. Please give me darshan of your form as Balagopal. Because Satyavrata Muni, he is established in vatsalya-rasa. His sthayibhava, his fixed mood, is in vatsalya-rasa. When the sadhaka comes to the fixed mood, sthayibhava, this never changes. The swarupa nubandhibriti, the eternal tendency of the soul, of potency of love for Krishna, when it manifests, can never change. Is the Shastra Siddhanta. Until we have come to the being established in our Swarupa Anubandhibriti, will be sometimes in Dasa, Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhurya, we'll go into different directions if you're not established in the fixed mode of our soul, Swarupa of the Jiva. But doing bhajan slowly, by the mercy of Guru and Vaishnavas, then by the mercy of the Nitya Siddha Brajabasis, when your Shuddha Swarupa will be manifested and the sthayibhava will come, then it will never change and become fixed. So, this is the Siddhanta our acharyas explained. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling in South India. So, Trimala Bhatta, Venkata Bhatta, and Prabodhananada Sarasvati, they were three brothers who were worshippers of Lakshmi Narayana in the Sri Sampradaya. Then they heard topmost Rasila Katha from Mahaprabhu. Then these three brothers heard Katha from Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu told how the worship of Radha and Krishna is the topmost. Then they gave up the worship of the Sri Sampradaya, Lakshmi Narayana, and started worshipping Radha and Krishna. In the Brahma Saraswati in the Radha-rasa-sudha-nidhi explains the glory of Srimati Radhika's love. Other people are fighting, saying that this book, Radha-rasa-sudha-nidhi, is mine. Like different sampradayas are claiming the right of having written this book. This book of Prabodhananada Sarasvati, called Radha-rasa-sudha-nidhi. This book is so beautiful, beautiful explanations. And some people say, oh, Prakashananda, Prabodhananda are the same people, same person. But no, Gurudeva spoke against this. Prakashananda and Prabodhananda are not the same person. So, coming back, once sthayibhava comes, it will never change. But before sthayibhava coming, then it can change. So, Satyavrata Muni started in Dasya, then went to Sakya, then Vatsalya. But when he established in Vatsalya-rasa, his mood didn't change anymore. He's praying to Bhagavan. Hey Prabhu, your beautiful form of Balagopal so beautiful, the explanation in their commentaries, about this verse. So, hey Prabhu, please give me this bhav. Give me this bhav. Hey Prabhu, hey Damodar, just like Mother Yashoda bound Gopal to the grinding mortar, and in this way Krishna was able to deliver Nalakuvera and Manigriva, who were cursed by Narada and were in the form of two trees. In the same way, please give me Prema Bhakti. This is my only desire. I don't have anything, any other desire. I don't have any other desire. I just want to have the darshan of a beautiful Bal Gopal form. In the commentary, Srila Sanatana Goswami in the Dikdarshini Tika, he describes very beautifully about this. If you say, how can I give you mercy or prema? So in answer it said, hey Bhagavan, you are bound by Mother Yashoda to a rope, and in this way you delivered Nalakuvera and Manigriva. So you are Swayam Bhagavan. Bhagavan, at the same time, he has two things: Svagata, all-knowing power, and Mugdata, all innocence. So Mother Yashoda had bound Bal Gopal. But really, if you analyze it according to Tattva Vichar, so the philosophy, did she really bind him or not? The commentaries explain. So some people might ask, oh, Mother Yashoda, how did she bind him? It's not possible. So, but Bhagavan means he's everywhere, in all the particles of everything. So he's inside the rope, outside the rope. Bhagavan is inside and under, and he's inside the rope, outside the rope. Because when we say Bhagavan, three things he has always: Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Three aspects. Swam Bhagavan, that is manifested in three forms: the form of Brahma, effulgence; Paramatma, super soul; and Bhagavan, complete with six opulences. If you say, oh, Paramatma is everywhere, there's nothing where Paramatma is not present in. Basically, he's everywhere. He's the smallest of the smallest and the biggest of the bigs. He's the biggest of the bigs and the smallest of the smallest. This is the power of Bhagavan. He's everywhere. So in that rope, Mother Yashoda, she bound Gopal. So outside the rope is Paramatma, and inside also the rope. So how to bind him with a rope? This is the Tattva Vichar, the philosophy. So Mother Yashoda, since early in the morning until lunchtime, she was trying to bind Gopal. She was sweating, dropping sweat drops, and the gopis were clapping, making fun of her. Yashoda, is not written in the forehead of your son, means it's not in his destiny to be bound, so you won't be able to bind him. Forget it, leave it. But Mother Yashoda, she said, I must bind him. I will bind him. And then so seeing her efforts, Krishna himself allowed to be bound. Seeing the efforts of his mom, Krishna himself accepted to be bound. This is the Shastra explains this. This is Tata Vichar, but if you analyze according to Rasa Vichar, to the mellows, you can also say that Mother Yashoda bound Gopal through her vatsalya-bhava, maternal love. By her vatsalya-ras, maternal love, she was, to bind Bhagavan you need three rasas, three kinds of mellows are able to bind Bhagavan. Sakya-ras can bind God, but it's not a complete knot. Let's say like this. By vatsalya-ras you also can bind, like for example Yashoda did, but the topmost bondage of Bhagavan is by which rasa? Shringara rasa, Madhurya Shringara rasa, conjugal mellows. There are two kinds of conjugal mellows, Swakhiya, wedded love, and Parakhiya, paramormont. By Swakhiya rasa there is not so much mellow, so amazing, but in Parakhiya, yes. So the gopis who have Parakhiya-bhava. So tomorrow you're going to hear how they are actually three Radha Damodaras. Yesterday, sorry, I told. So one is Yashoda Damodar, Radha Damodar, and another Gopi Damodar, Gopigan Damodar. So the Manjaris, they have bound Radha Krishna with garland of flowers. So here it's being described again about this Gopigan Damodar. Is Damodar bound by Manjaris, Radha and Krishna bound by Manjaris. So Satyavrata Muni is saying, hey Prabhu, even though when you were bound, even in this condition, the two sons of Kuver, called Nalakuvera and Manigriva, you have delivered them. This Nalakuvera and Manigriva, you have heard about them. They're completely, if you have four kinds of pride, it's really hard for the person to, if the person has four things, he'll always think that he's the best. That's, for example, told in this verse. If you get any position, you become so proud. Or if you get any kind of power or position, some power, generally people become so egoistic and proud, thinking they're the best than others. So this kind of matta means pride or intoxication, pride. If you have these four kinds of pride, you cannot not do bhakti. What are these four kinds? Dhanamot means being intoxicated or proud because of your money. Then Rupamat. Rupamat means if you're so beautiful, you think there's no one more beautiful than you. And you become so proud. Another? Vidyamod. So this compared to mud. Mud means alcohol, intoxication. When you drink alcohol, alcoholic beverages, you don't think about anything else. You become so intoxicated, and you drink until you fall down. Continue drinking until you fall down. Until you haven't fallen down on the earth, continue drinking. Until you fall down. And then when you fall down, faint, and then a dog will come and will lick your mouth, will wash your mouth, the dog. We see this in many places. And the person is so drunk, after drinking so much, the person falls down, and maybe 1-2 hours on the ground, on the road. In Mathura, I've seen this. We used to live in Mathura. So in front of Keshavji Gaudiya Matha, there was a person behind who used to live there. He had a problem in his legs. His legs, he was a crippled. Every day he used to abuse and swear right in front of the temple. Those who are old have seen him. He used to swear so much, so drunk and swearing. He actually had a lot of money, that guy. he was really expensive, and also he got also money from government because he was from the army before. So there's that tree there in front, next to the temple. So he used to, from 9 p.m. until 10, 11, he used to just swear and abuse. And he used to drink so much and swearing and calling names, and then he used to sleep. And then I saw directly, the dog would come and would urine on his face. Okay, pee on his face. Dog. I've seen this directly. So what happens to a person, a drunk person? Those who drink, they are in all sinful activities. They are immersed in all sinful activities. Those who drink, not even mother, sister, nothing remains for this person. So be far from drunkards, those who drink. So here it said, if you're like intoxicated with your beauty, it's just like if you're drunk. The same kind of word is used, like a drunk with pride, right? If you have, for example, so much knowledge of Sanskrit or any knowledge, you think you're also better than others, and you take, for example, you understand you think you understand all these shlokas. Oh, this meaning, that meaning. Oh, this word can be interpreted in this way. I'll not say so much, but Bhagavan says, Mahisha Iva, this verse. What is a Pandit? Oh, sorry. Don't know exactly. So this is what happens with the Gyanis. I'm not saying, please forgive me. This the Bhagavad Mahatma is clearly explaining this verse explains. If the person is drunk with knowledge, then it starts to criticize others. And I'll tell you one story from our temple, okay? There was a brahmachari in our temple, day and night, 24 hours. For 24 hours he was studying, 24 hours per day, 24/7 he was studying. He would eat just a little bit, and he would just continue studying Sanskrit. He used to even lecture in Sanskrit, okay? Even great panditas of Mathura, they used to glorify him. So they used to say, hey Maharaj, so Srila Gurudeva, oh, this Parichananda brahmachari, his name, he gives such a beautiful lectures and all. Parichananda brahmachari. So this Vidya Sanskrit Mandir, one Sanskrit school in Mathura, he used to study there. So he used to defeat even teachers, professors. See, he was so good in grammar. He was young. He came to the temple when he was 14. So for 10 years he was studying Panini Vyakaran. Panini Vyakaran is really hard. It's a really good, hard grammar. So he was studying this. And his intelligence was so good. He was so... Like immediately he would read the verse and already memorize it. Even great panditas like Vasudeva Chaturvedi, Manohara, Lal, Satji, these best panditas of Mathura, used to glorify him also. So he was so good in knowledge. But slowly he started to criticize Gurudeva. Gurudeva does not enunciate properly the Sanskrit. Do you remember? Uma Didi, do you remember him? Uma Didi is here. She knows. I'm telling the name clearly. Uma Didi also recalls this episode. He would not even wash his own plate. After eating a little bit, he would just put his plate under his bed. Maybe 3-4 days the plates are there. Sometimes even also we are cleaning because it was so smelly. Still, he was just sitting on the bed and reading, studying. Then everywhere books. Maybe he would even sleep under the bed because there are so many books in his room. So there was no book that he hadn't touched. So he used to sit in the Bhagavatam of Gurudeva and used to criticize Gurudeva. Maharaj, you're not pronouncing properly this verse. Enunciating properly. You're not speaking properly this verse. After some days, you know what happened? He became crazy. And now in the jail, and then went to the jail. What happened? Then he left everything and got married and left. I don't even know if he's alive or not. I don't know. Once he came to the temple, have you seen him? Okay. All intelligence was gone. So this intelligence, no. So by chanting holy names, like that's why yesterday I told, be careful of criticizing the saints. Never see any fault in any saints. If you criticize a saint, your bhajan will be destroyed. So many great pantas have left. In Bengal they say this proverb. And I don't know the proper. So even great elephants and horses have gone. Anyway, the proverb, sorry. So anyway, one who has knowledge, intoxicated knowledge, they cannot do bhajan. Or if the person is born in a high family, or I'm born in a Brahmana family, all these people are Shudras and I'm the Brahmin. This, how can I do bhajan like this? You cannot do bhajan if you have this kind of pride. Third kind of intoxication of pride, topmost actually, is by money. If you have so much money, then you think others are useless. The commentary explains, if you have a lot of money, actually you can have the three of them. These are the three intoxications. For example, because if you have a lot of money, you can even attract those who are put under your control, even those who are beautiful. You can control them. Money, you know? Even great panitas can also be under your control if you have money. You know, so if you have money, you can control even... And even you can control the high-class brahmanas if you have money. So if you are intoxicated with these four kinds of prides, you will fall down. So in the Digdarshini commentary, it's saying that Nalakuvera and Manigriva, they were beautiful, they were from good family, high family. They also had knowledge, and their father was so rich. Dankuvera, the father of Nalakuvera and Manigriva, Dankuvera, he's the treasurer, how to say in English? Protector of the money of Swargalok. Treasurer of Swarga. Just sign, no one knows where the money is going. No one is taking care. He's telling him. I don't want to criticize, but as Shastra explains, these are the words of Gurudeva. Whatever I'm saying is what I heard from Gurudeva for many years, 30 years, and is what I'm telling you. Who knows where the money is going? What's happening to all these thousands and thousands of rupees? Anyway, so this Dankuvera was very rich, and Nalakuvera Manigriva was their son. His son, and they were absorbed in all these four intoxications. That means four kinds of pride. So they had the four things at the same time. They were beautiful. They had a lot of knowledge, vidya, good family, high family birth, and also money. They completely intoxicated with these four prides. Just like if you drink LSD, what happens to you if you drink LSD? Huh? But imagine these four intoxications of these four prides. Imagine what will happen to them. So they were in the lake with beautiful apsaras, naked, doing pastimes with them, engaging with them in the water, together with them. And then Narada was going on that way. Seeing Narada-rishi, they started abusing Narada. Women, the ladies, they felt ashamed. The apsaras, they left. They covered their bodies and left. But Nalakuvera and Manigriva, they were so intoxicated. Hey, where have you gone? Telling to the women. These sadhus have nothing to do. Why he should have come here right now in the middle of our meeting? So, and started insulting Narada. This heart of the sadhus is soft as butter. Yes, sadhu's heart is like butter. Narada Rishi said. So actually, the blessing of a sadhu and the curse of a sadhu both are same. Gurudeva used to say, Maharaj used to say, if the Guru is chastising you, you should understand that you're getting the mercy of the Guru. If the Guru is chastising you, you should understand you're getting the mercy of the Guru. When the Guru does not chastise the disciple, that person is not even a Guru. And also another point, that Guru is only glorifying the disciple. Oh, you cook so well, you did this so well, well, glorifying, praising. That person will come down from the position of Guru. Because the duty of Guru is to chastise. Shishya, disciple, means that person who accepts the chastisement of the Guru. So between billions of bona fide Gurus, you can get one. Maybe you can get thousands of Gurus, but a bona fide Guru is really rare to find. A really bona fide Guru, between many Gurus, is really hard to find. A Guru that will chastise us. Because in Kali Yuga, if you chastise a little bit, people will disappear. If you glorify, people will like it and stay. Oh, you have spoken so well. No one has spoken so well as you. And then you become puffed up. 5-inch your chest, because you're puffed up, like you become so proud. If the Guru chastises you a bit, oh, this Guru is not good. So, Guru is good if that Guru glorifies me. Let's go to that Guru who is praising us. The Guru who is chastising is useless. That Guru who gives me iPhone, Gurudeva, I will stay with you. But nowadays, no one wants a laptop. Who is taking laptop nowadays? Nowadays, only iPhone. I don't have it. How much is? Maybe 2 lakh rupees, 200,000 rupees one mobile. The good iPhone. Then you can see everything. So I want the iPhone. If the Guru is giving me the iPhone, then this is a bona fide Guru. But if the Guru says, keep this phone here, chant holy names, don't go here and there. Oh, this Guru is Bimar? Sick? He's sick. He's sick. Gurudeva is sick. That's why his mind is disturbed. Because if someone is sick, the person will become like too grumpy, always complaining. Oh, this is not good, this food is not good. Means he's only looking at my faults. So this Guru is not good. Let's go to that Guru who is always praising us. That Guru is good. But foolish? No. That is a cheater Guru actually. He's a Guru like only blows like this. So there is one kind of treatment that will do an operation and remove all your problems, and another is one doctor that will only do like this on your food animal, like a guru or a doctor that will only blow your boil. You have a boil on your body, on your skin, and then you need to go to that kind of doctor that will just chant some tantra mantra. Okay, and then I was suffering for so long, but this doctor has like blown air like this in my boil, and then now I'm okay. But the person doesn't know that there's some pus inside his wounds, his boil, and after some time there'll be a gangrene and you can die, and maybe you need to cut your finger out, or maybe you'll die because of a whole gangrene in your body. So don't go to gurus or doctors who are like food and means like just blowing, like just some in that moment, he's just just blowing air. No, you have to go to a guru or doctor who is cutting out the boil and completely taking out all the bad things, and maybe pain, right? Because it's operation, but you have to go to him. If you go to the guru who is only giving this air on your wounds, this will give you no benefit. Like Trivikram Maharaj. Trivikram Maharaj used to say directly everything. He used to say some words. People used to run away, like laughing and running away from him, really, literally. Trivikram Maharaj, those who have heard his lecture, they are blessed. That's why Gurudeva said, go to the Katha of Trivikram Maharaj and listen to him. Like Maharaj the other day said, everybody was going away from the Katha and they went to Gurudeva. Gurudeva said, listen to the Katha of Trivikram Maharaj. Do the operation, you have to go through the surgery. So Narada Rishi, what did he do? Externally, he cursed. Foolish. You have seen many sadhus, but I've never seen a sadhu like this today. The Nanda Rishi cursed Nalakuvera and Manigriva. Or just like a tree which is always in the same place, tolerating hot, heat, cold. Stay also like this, because you have disrespected the sadhus. This is the fruit. You have to stay in the cold place. Like in Russia and Siberia. I've seen trees in Siberia. They're full of ice covering them. Places where it snows and it's so cold. I cannot believe, but I go to these places. Maharaj also goes in Siberia. There are devotees here from Siberia, you can ask them. It's minus 40 degrees. Cannot imagine in December. Ask them. Where is she? Raise your hands. Where is she? She's not here. Anyway, so stay in the tree in these places. So Narada Rishi gave this curse. And then, also at the same time, the mercy of Narada Rishi also came. Wow. So, pray to Narada said, okay, I'll give you a curse to be born as a tree. So you have to be born as a tree. But because you're apologizing in a humble way, I told you, right? The sadhu's hearts are like butter. It's like butter. Tulsidas said. But the butter melts by the touch of the finger. But the sadhu's hearts, even seeing other people suffering, their sadhu's heart already melts. So Narada said, okay, you'll be born as trees, but where? In Gokul, in the garden of Nanda Maharaja. You'll be born as Jamalarjun trees, like as twin trees, and in Dwaparju, Bhagavan will come and will deliver you. So, to fulfill the words of Narada Rishi, Krishna himself, even though he was bound by his mom, he was thinking that about the mercy of Narada Rishi that he had given to the two brothers. Krishna was thinking about this. So thinking about this, Swayam Bhagavan from these pastimes. Sakas came and then playing. So the Sakas, while pushing the grinding mortar was put inside between these trees, and they were like pushing the grinding mortar, and Krishna also knowingly went in the middle of these two trees, and he went to the other side, but the grinding mortar was like stuck in the trees, between the trees behind. So the two sides of the grinding mortar touched the trees. As soon as it touched the trees, the two trees fell with an enormous sound, like a big noise. You just heard about this. And when the trees fell immediately, two great Mahapurushas came from the tree, Nalakuvera and Manigriva. And the two brothers performed many prayers to Krishna. This is described in the Bhagavatam. And then Bhagavan sent Nalakuvera and Manigriva to where? Goloka Vrindavan. Snigdha-kanta and Madhukanta. After doing bhajan for many years, it's really rare to attain to this position. But you see, by the mercy of Narada Rishi, Madhukanta, Snigdha-kanta, so their Swarup, they manifested their Swarup, which is Snigdha-kanta and Madhukanta, and they went to the spiritual world, where they are doing glorification of Harikatha. Jiva Goswami Pada explains. In the Gopal Champu is actually how Snigdha-kanta and Madhukanta tell Harikatha in Braj. It's described in Gopal Champu. Satyavrata Muni is saying, hey Prabhu, even though you were bound, you delivered Nalakuvera and Manigriva. Won't you also deliver me? Won't you give me that darshan of your beautiful form? Give me darshan of your beautiful form. How? By Shuddha Bhakti. You are qualified to give Bhakti. I don't want Mukti. Hey Damodar. I don't have any desire for Mukti in my heart. I just want your beautiful form to always manifest in my heart.